Now we're on to our third page, our third part of annotating. I took off the social studies because the things that we're doing for annotating is done for any type of annotating. It's not really specific to social studies. We just happen to be using it for social studies. Okay, so close readers do these things. Read small chunks of text slowly and think about the gist, a reader's initial sense of what the text is mostly about. We did that. Check. Write the gist of a section in the margins or on a sticky note. We did that. Check. Reread each passage one sentence at a time. Underline or mark with sticky notes things you do understand or know. We did that. Check. Now we're on to the next part. Circle or mark with sticky notes words you do not know. So here's our first page of our article. And you can see that it's getting pretty busy with all of our underlinings and our gists and our things we know in yellow, but we're going to add on. So in the beginning paragraph, I circled the word ancient. I want to make sure that I understand what the word ancient means. And I wrote in on my pink sticky note, how can it be in a city? I don't quite understand how there can be an archaeological dig in a city. Why would they build a city on top of it? That seems confusing to me. In the next paragraph, I circled limestone. I know it's some kind of stone, but I don't quite understand how limes go with it. Maybe that's something that I need to use my dictionary.com or a real dictionary, and I need to figure out what a limestone is. And then it says they're believed to be the foundation holes. I wonder what foundation holes are. When I get to the next paragraph, it says there's hundreds of such post holes. So that makes me wonder, is a foundation the bottom of a building and it has post holes in it? Or on it. So there's holes where they would put the corners of the building, kind of maybe like a fence, because they have post holes in it. That seems to make sense to me. So I'm going to put that on my pink sticky note. These are my questions or my things I'm not quite sure about. For my next paragraph, I'm curious about these boardwalks. It says it's possible that Tequesta built boardwalks connecting their homes. And like I said before, I know that boardwalks are usually at the beach. And I know that the sand is kind of hard to walk in. And it's easier when I'm walking on the boardwalk. So I wonder, did they need boardwalks because the sand was hard to walk in? So go onto your page. Oh, I also circled the word urban. I know I've heard that word, but I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe that's something I need to figure out. Go onto your page and mark up the words that you're unsure of and things that it makes you wonder or things that you find confusing at this point. Go ahead and mark that off to the side, and maybe you want to color it with a highlighter so that it's a different color and it stands out differently from what I marked on the yellow Post-its. Okay, so I'm only going to do the one page for you of the circlings and the pink sticky notes. So the rest of it is going to be up to you to do. I'm trying to give you more and more control of the lesson, but I do expect to see that there are words that you circled and things that you wrote out to the side that you're kind of wondering about. So go ahead and do the rest of the article like that, and then we will have marked up everything, and we'll be ready to talk in groups about what we've learned, what we still aren't sure about, and what this article is really all about.